Judges 16:23-30. The Philistine tyrants got together to offer a great sacrifice to their god Dagon. They celebrated, saying, "Our God has given us Samson, our enemy." And when the people saw him, they joined in, cheering their God. "Our God has given our enemy to us, the one who ravaged our country, piling high the corpses among us." Then this. Everyone was feeling high, and someone said, "Get Samson. Let him show us his stuff." They got Samson from the prison, and he put on a show for them. They had him standing between the pillars. Samson said to the young man who was acting as his guide, "Put me where I can touch the pillars that hold up the temple, so I can rest against them." The building was packed with men and women, including all the Philistine tyrants. And there were at least 3,000 in the stands watching Samson's performance. And Samson cried out to God, "Master God, oh, please look on me again. Oh, please give strength yet once more. God, with one avenging blow, let me be avenged on the Philistines for my 2 eyes." Then Samson reached out to the 2 central pillars that held up the building and pushed against them, one with his right arm, the other with his left, saying, "Let me die with the Philistines." Samson pushed hard with all his might. The building crashed on the tyrants and all the people in it. He killed more people in his death than he had killed in his life. Ruth, chapter 1, verses 1-7. Once upon a time, it was back in the days when judges led Israel, there was a famine in the land. A man from Bethlehem in Judah left home to live in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his 2 sons. The man's name was Elimelech. His wife's name was Naomi. His sons were named Mahlon and Chilion, all Ephrathites from Bethlehem in Judah. They all went to the country of Moab and settled there. Elimelech died, and Naomi was left, she and her 2 sons. The sons took Moabite wives. The name of the first was Orpah, the second Ruth. They lived there in Moab for the next 10 years. But then the 2 brothers, Mahlon and Chilion, died. Now the woman was left without either her young men or her husband. One day she got herself together, she and her 2 daughters-in-law, to leave the country of Moab and set out for home. She had heard that God had been pleased to visit his people and give them food, and so she started out from the place she had been living, she and her 2 daughters-in-law with her, on the road back to the land of Judah.